Al-IyamoyeTv Radio, Voice of the Voiceless.
Lovely afternoon to everyone watching us live, and this is the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, where we talk about things that are going on around politics around Nigeria and beyond. My name is Moses OKUNLOLA. You're welcome on the show. Well, as you all know that we talked about things that is going on around the politics in Nigeria, and we even go beyond the country. And today on the show, we have about 4 things that we're going to examine together to check how is it going in the world of politics as far as the country is concerned. There are some steps that the National Assembly just took just yesterday and few days back as well. We're going to check it all through. But before we start deliberating on the issues we want to examine today, let's quickly see the politics, the news, the political news that we have out there. If you're just joining us, we are still on the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, and that is the political news that we have for the day. The first one is APC disowns the National Assembly principal officers. We have the presidency rejects the European Union election report. PDP Ladi Adebutu presents 8,000 exhibits against Governor Dapo Abiodun over his victory to emerge for the second time as the governor of Ogun State. We also have the principal Senate officers emerges via consensus. We also have FG to reduce importation from 60 to 40%. But we're going to start the story with, we're going to start the show today with APC that's own the National Assembly principal officer. You will recall with me that last month, days after the inauguration of the Senate President, Senator Godwin Fabio, and the Speaker of House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas. After their inauguration, they've been thinking, and series of meeting has been going on, dialoguing with different people to know those that will be the principal officers of the 10th National Assembly. And I think they just unveiled this yesterday, and it has generated a lot of controversies in the House, where the APC last making it known to the public that this decision, they need to be carried out. You will recall very well that why they're presenting Godswill Akpabio as well as Tajuddin Abbas is brought out of the same thing, talking about the APC, talking about the presidency, the new president, Tinubu, alongside with the APC chairman and everyone. They all collaborate together to just come with these names. But in this scenario, we have only the Senate president alongside with the speaker just having meeting with some people, and they just announce their consensus candidates. Those are they think they can be the principal officers. Let's kindly check through those that were chosen. Godswill Akpabio announced Senator Opeyemi Bamidele from Ekiti State as the Senate leader, where we have Senator Dave Umahi from Ebonyi State as the deputy Senate leader. We also have Senator Aliu Dume from Benue State as the chief whip, while Senator Lola Ashiru from Kwara State was appointed as the deputy chief whip. You will know that the decision is somehow in the view of many, especially those are members of APC. But one thing that matters most, we need to think as Nigeria, are we bothering about these candidates, or what concerns us most is about how we can move Nigeria forward? The APC are saying they are not in support of these candidates. Of all, we can't even condemn candidates, because as at yesterday, they've used their names out. Congratulatory messages have been moving around them. We also have Senator Simon DeVoe from Plateau State as the PDP, from the PDP, the minority leader. We have Oyewumi Olalere from Osun West as the deputy minority leaders. We have Darlington from Abia Central Labour Party, the minority chief whip. We have Revive from Kano Central, that's a candidate from NNPP, also the deputy minority chief whip. And similarly, also in the House of Representatives, the speaker, Tajuddin Abbas, also announced Julius from APC, Edo State, as the House Majority Leaders, and also Abdullahi from APC, Kogi State, as the Deputy Majority Leader. We also have Bello Kumon, APC from Gombe, as the Chief Whip, and Adewumi Ononuga, APC from Ogun, as the Deputy Chief Whip. What concerns us as a country? What are the things that are expected of these people? One thing I believe is that governing a country should be a collective thing. Everyone that is appointed to the political post should always look for a way out, because as this country is, we are faced with a lot of challenges, and we need to move out of it. So this is not the time for us to discriminate. I think the APC are trying to prove ownership, to lifestyle ownership, because they claim this is their party, and everything that goes on in their party should come from the table of the party as a whole. Even the chairman of the party is also complaining that he never knew anything about the selection of this principal officer of the 10th National Assembly. But I would just advise them that I think the leadership have done well by selecting these candidates, these people, just to lead the National Assembly. And what we should be looking for now is how to uplift the country, how to work more on the unity, and to foster peace in the country, not having issues. Who takes who and who takes who, all those sort of things that is presently happening. Different controversial issues coming on board out of this principal office that just emerged yesterday, the principal officers that just emerged yesterday. And the leadership are telling us that the principal Senate officers emerged via consensus, that they all agree together. But even in the House, people there is rancor between members complaining about these people. But let's see how it goes. Maybe it will be resolved, but I think this cannot be reversed. I think this shouldn't be reversed. It's a good thing. Let's shout out to those that have been appointed. Congratulations. The likes of Okpeyemi, Bamidele, the Senate leader, would do well. Umahi, yes, he would definitely do the needful. I think he has been in politics for long. David Umahi from Ebonyi State. Yes, we still cause a lot of tandem that they're going to deliver. Let me leave the issue of this 10th National Assembly and proceed to another interesting stories which happened yesterday. And that is the presidency rejecting the report of the European Union on 2023 general election. You will recall with me, February 25th of this year, Nigerians go to poll to vote for the president and also the National Assembly members. But the key attention has been focused on who becomes the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have 4 major contenders. They are many, but we have 4 major contenders, yes. We have Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the APC. We have Alhaji Atiku Abubakar coming from the PDP. We have Peter Obi coming from Labour Party, alongside with Rabiu Kwakwanso coming from NNPP. But at the end of the election, INEC announced Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the new president, elected as the new president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And Baba has been sworn in, that is May 29. But the European Union just released their report about the elections. And categorically, they state 6 things that we need to work on. But before we talk about their stance on it, one of those things that was been mentioned is that the election is flawed with different irregularities. We are all Nigerians, we all witness it, we all knows when the elections comes on board, and we know all the process of the elections. They complain about political voters apathy. We talked about lack of punishment for the electoral offenders. We talked about intimidation of voters. We talk about different things. To them, the election is not, we can't target free and fair. We can target free and fair. But the presidency has responded to the European Union on the report they gave out to Nigeria on the election. But let's quickly check the 6 points being raised by the European Union. The first of the report of the 6 priority recommendations from the EU. 1, remove ambiguities in the law, which means the electoral law still needs to be amended. There are some things that we need to break down. We need to break down so that people will have full understanding about it. The second one is establish a public accountable selection process of INEC members. INEC members, you recall that once election is coming on board, INEC will give out, there will be different adverts for people to apply as an ad hoc staff that will work for the election. But here the EU are recommending that they should establish a public accountable selection process of INEC members. Also, ensure real-time publication of and access to election results. This first or the second day, while they were collating the presidential report, election. Yes, they are collating the election of the president. I can recall very well, and you can also recall with me as well. Senator Dino Melaye raised this point that the promise we got from INEC is that they are going to release the result online for people to see, which means we are going to have a real-time report, which I think INEC were unable to do that. And the European Union are also bringing this on board, that we should kindly work on it if we want a successful, if we want a successful election in the nearest future. They also talk about provide greater protection for media practitioners. There should be protection for media practitioners. They need to address this. We can recall, you remember this Jennifer that was being beaten up. She needs to go back home and come back again. Different atrocities all round. We can see in Lagos, there are some polling units where some people are saying, you must not vote for this, you must vote for this. This must, no, if you are not voting for this party, all of you, leave this place. Those are the issues that arises during this election. These are the things that happened. In many places, we see the talks disturbing the peace of the electoral process. And what are we saying? And we still claim that this election is free and fair. But with all these irregularities, what do we say? I'm responding to this as well. The INEC Commissioner Festus Okoye also said that they have taken all the points being raised, that they would definitely work on it. And he admits that there are a lot of challenges. They face a lot of challenges regarding this presidential election, though it is presently, the tribunal is presently open and things are going on concerning the election. We have cases from Labour Party, cases for PDP. And you know, the Labour Party and PDP, they are still standing on their feet. They have been vindicated. There is a problem. They want to challenge the result of the election. Why challenging the result of the election? We have different exhibits being produced by Labour Party alongside with PDP. And even before the tribunal opens, you can see the PDP members ably led by their presidential candidate, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. They protest. They move down to INEC office just to make them know that they are not happy with the process of the election, and they are not happy with the result of the election. I think the Labour Party also follow suit by complaining that they are not pleased with it and they are not going to take this. And that's the reason why this issue on the election, presidential election, is still in court presently. Let me quickly go on the commercial break. Immediately after the commercial break, we come back and check two more issues before we call it a deal on the show today. You're still on to the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travel and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's proceed process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9, South Central Mall, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802-733-0900 or 0806-578-4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
House of Zion. House of Zion, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zion, Letima Rojulowo Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jìnnà tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ tó ń kawọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe èmi ni ó rà ni ó mú gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógì gbọ́npa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà hijab àti ṣe. House of Zion lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zion wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zion 081-668-86 of Zion. Ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gba yìí tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbà mu ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion. House of Zion.
To the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio, where we're talking about things that are going on around the globe, especially in Nigeria, regarding politics. And we're still talking on the presidency rejects the European Union election report. We've been talking and checking the facts being raised by the European Union. Are they not valid enough? Talking about the atrocity that has happened during the elections, which we all see as Nigerian as well. And people still claim, some part of the country still claim that this is the most credible, fair election in the history of Nigeria since 1999. Why some people are saying that there are a lot of irregularities during this election. Talking about the voters' party, the lack of punishment to electoral offenders. Aside from the presidential elections, during the governorship election, there are some areas where they cut away ballot boxes, different things. Talking about those, I can recall very well in Lagos, during the presidential election, there is a particular polling unit where they are saying, if you are not voting for this party, please leave. And the person is shouting at the top of his voice, which everyone in that area were able to see the person, chasing people away. We have the likes of it in the eastern part of the country as well. If you are not voting for this party, please leave. If you are not voting for this party, please leave. These are intimidations coming on the election day. And we claim that this election is free and fair. Now, let's quickly examine the response of the special advisor to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on special duties, communications, and strategy. That is Dele Alake, where Dele Alake also tried to give out some defense regarding to the report of the European Union. Dele Alake reiterated that 2023 general election, most especially the presidential election won by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the APC, were credible, peaceful, free, fair, and the best organized general election in Nigeria since 1999. We went further and insist that there is no substantial evidence provided by the European Union or any foreign and local organization that is viable enough to impeach the integrity of the 2023 election outcome. I think this is his own personal view, and this is anything that comes out from the presidency. We know the consent of the president is there as well. But what I was saying, is it truly that the election is free and fair? Well, as Nigeria, let's just take it, the election has come and gone. But the European Union are trying to point our attention to some areas where we need to work on. Talking about amending the electoral law, working more on giving people the opportunity to vote who they wanted to vote for. You will recall in 2007, the election that brought in the late President Musa Yar'Adua. The man claimed and also accept that there are a lot of irregularities in the election. But it covers some way out, which we can use as a country for the betterment of our electoral process. But are we following suit? And something that is very, very quite funny. In Nigeria, we are over 200 million. How many people voted? I'm not very sure if we are up to 35. I think it's about just 25 million that voted during the election process. So as Nigerians too, we just need to work more on this aspect, not leaving it to everyone. I know the likes of Labour Party and PDP will be happy just to listen to this. And they will be eager, yes, to get the response from all angles. But our time is fast spent on the show today. We still have some things that we still need to talk on. Part of the recommendation, discrimination against women. We have impunity. We have real-time publication. And I'm very sure that INEC we quite work on this. As the INEC Commissioner Festus Okoye also admits that there are a lot of shortcomings and there are a lot of significant challenges that happens during this election. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain of the show today. Till we meet next week on the Politicos on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just do as well by subscribing to our page, Al-IyamoyeTV and radio, and you can on the notification button as well. This will alert you anytime we are on air that we have in our programs. I'll be going now. We'll meet next week. My name is Moses OKUNLOLA. Thanks for watching.